Good morning. I'm going to try to vlog. I haven't cleaned up. I haven't done anything, but this is for Julie because she just said she misses my blogs, she wrote. Where do I start? Well, it's Thursday, August 2nd. I haven't vlogged in days and days because I haven't stopped. I have been so busy amazing my family, amazing myself with what I've accomplished. I was just talking to Julie. She's saying the same thing my husband and my family are saying. You're better. Even though you don't think you're a lot better, you're a lot better. You wouldn't have been able to do any of what you're doing now a year ago. So let me tell you what's going on. So Sunday, went to church Saturday night. Sunday, got up, and my son and a friend of his, my daughter, my husband, and myself all started moving. Went over to my mother's and started moving things out, the big stuff. And again, she didn't have a lot, but the couch, the chairs, the dressers, huge dresser. One of them's huge. Tables, chairs, all the big furniture stuff. And meanwhile, I was staying behind packing all the little stuff as much as I could. My mother Yuta came over and took my mother outside for a while to get her out of the way. But, she was just, I kept saying, we're moving you. And she was like kind of going with it. But, by the end of the day, I literally had a TV on a stand, her bed, of course, her recliner, and her chair, and a table next to her. And that's all I left her with. Other than all the little stuff, the bags and boxes of little stuff, which was a lot. There was a lot. Did that Sunday. Monday, left here at 9:30. Got over to her place, started packing because I had to have her at the new facility by 11. Had to leave here no later than 10:20 because it's a good 30 to 40 minute drive. So at 9:30 we get over there and we got a lot of stuff in the car. Yeah, because at that point we had returned the truck and just had my car. Oh, okay, I'm going to try to make it this quicker because I could go into every detail. Got my mother to the new facility. They took her right away and took her to activities and got her. And while we moved things in and started trying to settle things in, met up with her just as they were bringing her down for lunch. And she was like pretty upset because, she doesn't know what's going on. She doesn't know these people. She's like, I thought you just dumped me off. And I sat with her and talked to her a little bit. And I said, I'll be back. We got a lot of moving, Mom, so I'll be back again later. And we left. Let me just put it this way. On Monday, from 9:30 until 7:30, never stopped except to get a sandwich and eat. We did not stop. And on a Monday, it was just Sid and I. Everybody else had to go back to work and do their own thing. My daughter Tierney tried to offer, but she's got 4 kids. And anyway, because her husband was working. So it was Sid and I. We made more trips, bringing things back to my garage, bringing things down to the community room for the ladies to vulture on. We made 2 more trips down over to her place. Stopped at my daughter's at one point to grab her SUV to try to move some bigger things. We just, the entire day. And I did it. My head wasn't spacey. I did have a lot of moments of being very off balance and dizzy and having to stop and hold on to things, but that is my norm. Always dizzy. So Tuesday, we got up and went for it again. And my husband said, today, we are going to be done with her old apartment. We will get that completely cleaned out, and we will clean it and turn in the keys so you can get your security deposit back. So we busted our rear end. Oh my God, Sid and I busted our rear end again on Tuesday. And after we got everything out of there and a lot of stuff back in my garage and a lot of stuff had to go back to her apartment. But before we went to my mother's new place, I mean, literally scrubbed, mopped, vacuumed, getting my whole refund back, my whole security back. Left the apartment immaculate. Turned in the keys, went to my mother's, fiddle-faddled. Oh, and in between I've gotten a call. Got a call on Tuesday, got a call on Wednesday from her, and I was on my way anyway, just confused, she couldn't find her way to her room. She's just confused. Nothing new. But I really like it there, and I keep telling her, you are gonna like it here. You are gonna like it. But for me, my head has been really bad every morning. Very, very bad in the mornings, which is my per usual. But as the day goes on, I just have been going through what I need to do, and other than being off balance and dizzy quite a bit, the spaciness seems to have calmed down. And I'm driving, by the way. I'm driving on the highways, which Julie pointed out. She goes, you weren't doing that. You weren't doing that a year ago. You drive to Walmart and Wegmans, but you weren't getting on the highway and driving 40 minutes on. And I said I wasn't. I'm doing it without even thinking now. I'm just driving all over the place now. You have to forgive me because it is morning and my head is whacked right now. So that brings us to yesterday, Wednesday. So we're done. We are done. I still have some things to tweak. We still need to, we didn't think her leather recliner would fit in there. Now we can. So now we have to get something to move it over to her place and take the chair that I have in there out. I've put pictures on the walls. It doesn't matter to her at all. She's oblivious to this, but it's things that I just want. So there's some still things that I want to do to tweak to place to make it feel a little more homey and comfortable for her. We got the phone. My husband corded, oh my God, God bless Sid. He had a cord, where the phone jack is in the stupidest place. She'd have to stand to talk. So he got on. We got a long cord, and from the bedroom where the jack is, he got up on a stool, and it's a drop ceiling, and threaded it all the way into her sitting area and down a wall. So now it's sitting next to her chair in her little sitting room, not the bedroom. We did that. We had the maintenance came and hung the TV on the wall. Got that hooked up. But anyway, that was all Tuesday. Yeah, that was all Tuesday. We did that. So yesterday, my daughter asked me if I could take Preston for the day. And I had told her yes. So I walked my 3 miles, I took a shower, and I went and picked him up. Took him out to lunch. Going in restaurants now, eating. Had lunch. I'm not feeling great, by the way. I just want you to know. I'm doing this, but I'm doing it without horrific symptoms. Still not feeling great at all, but I'm functioning at a much higher level. Took him to lunch and then took him back here. He didn't want to go to a park. I wanted to take him to a park, and we spent half the day here, and then around 4:30, back to my mother's, 35, 40-minute ride. Visited with my mother for a very short time. I walk in and she just starts bawling. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad to see you. And she's hugging me. I mean, she's not begging to leave. She's not telling me she's got to go home right now. She's just very confused, and think that will work its way out. The people there are so nice. The people that I've met so far that are working with her are very, very nice. I'm very happy. So we visited with her for half an hour or so. Oh, I had to put her name on every stitch of clothing she owns, including socks. I had to sit and do that. and then hang everything up and put everything away. A lot of stuff. Man, I've been busy. Oh, I thought this was going to be an easy move. This move was harder than when she moved here from Massachusetts, because that was just unpack and throw stuff out. This is go to my house, go to over here 30 minutes away, go back to her old apartment. I mean, we were just all over the freaking place. So after we visited with my mother, it was 5:30-ish, time to take him home from her place to my daughter's house. That's about a 45-minute drive. Drove without, not a problem, all the way to her house. By that time, they had made dinner. They had picked up a bunch of different Greek things, olives and cheese and Greek chicken and all stuff. And so I sat down and started eating with them. My daughter, Brittany, had taken my two older grandchildren, Olivia and Lincoln, to an hour and a half away to a kids museum, and so she was just getting there with those two. So we all sat around and talked and about our day and what was going on, and never left her house till after 7 o'clock last night. So I haven't been home before 7 for the last 4 days. I mean, I just been going. I mean, honest to God. And of course, my husband's like, wow, you have amazed me. And I said, well, it's got to be the Lord, because I'm doing nothing different than the LDN. So it's got to be God. Although I do think maybe the LDN is starting to help finally in some ways. And I was just saying that I wish I got to at some point push through and increase it to at least 3 to 4 milligrams. I'm only on 1.75, but I have to wait till my obligation to my mother lessens and school starts. So my obligation and I'm not obligated, but the need for me to be with the kids lessens. They'll be in school. And then because whenever I increase it, I get hit with horrific insomnia and pretty bad anxiety every time I increase it a little bit. So today, Thursday, I'm babysitting the kids again. The two younger ones, Preston and Wesley, the hardest ones to watch. Only for later on this afternoon, and only for a short while. My daughter has a hair appointment. My son-in-law left this morning with the two older ones to go up to camp, and my daughter does not want to go to camp. It's too hard with the baby. I mean, she might go up for a day or two, but they have it for the whole month of August, and he's hot to get up there, so he left this morning with the two older ones, and she stayed behind. But she's got a hair appointment later this afternoon and asked me, and I said, sure. And then I have to go see my mother. I have to see my mother every day this week. Maybe by next week I can, pepper it like one every other day, and then by the third week, maybe once or twice at best, I'll visit her. But that's what they had said, try to let her see you as often as possible so she can settle in. But like as I was just saying, I hope you're following me, because I'm rolling here. Once my obligations lessen, then I guess I will try to increase the LDN again. Because really, the therapeutic dose for almost everybody, is 4.5 milligrams. And I'm not even close to that. But I would say it is bringing down the inflammation in my brain. Because I'm not having, I would have that spacey, horrid head thing all day long. You guys know, I'd be sitting on the couch crying. I would cry 3-4 times a day, screaming at God to take me home, begging, just miserable. I haven't been doing that. I have not been doing that. Don't get me wrong, the thought of, I'm done with this. Yeah, I still have that. But I'm not horrific. Knock on wood, because now I'm going to become horrific, right? I'm not good. I'm not great. But I will admit it, I must be better. One of my best friends who talks to me almost all the time on the phone, she said it yesterday. She said, you know, you are a lot better just talking to you. You're telling me you're doing all this and you're doing that, and man, you used to call me, or I'd call you and you'd be crying and I'm done, I just want to die. So, my mother's all moved in. Pray that this will be, that she will acclimate to the place and start. She played bingo and won, and that brought a smile to her face. She doesn't get a choice about going up to activities. At least one time of the day, she has to go up to do activities. They have activities all day long. I'm not sure how often they try. I know at least once she has to, just like meals. She has to, and she's getting used to. That's where she goes down to get a meal, and she's only been there a couple of days now. I mean, yesterday was her second day there, or third day. It was her third day there yesterday. But she was so atrophied from not moving. She'd go from her bed to her chair in her kitchen and to the bathroom. She has to walk down this long hall to get to her apartment, to get to the dining room, to go to the to the activity place. She's doing a lot of walking, and it's really good for her. And I told her on Monday, because Monday she had just gotten there, and all the walking, she was like, she had to keep stopping and leaning on her tray that goes across her walker and just leaning on it like this. And I said, believe it or not, this is going to get easier. The more you do it, the easier it's going to get. You need to walk. You need to move. You've been sitting and crying, like me. She'd been sitting and crying. I guess being busy is what you need to do. It lifts the depression. So that's that. There's my update, all in a nutshell. I keep thinking, okay, I'll pull out my camera and take some video of the place and everything, and I've been so busy I haven't even thought to do it. And I haven't even taken pictures. My sister and my uncle want pictures of the place, and I haven't even done that. So I've got to pull out my phone and take some pictures and do what I need to do. So, I'll try to come back on later and end this. I don't know what else I'll add to that. My head's really goofy right now, but this is my morning. I feel, hungover. I feel like I've been, had a big to-do last night, but that's how I wake up every day. I'm sleeping better. I'm only waking up around 3 o'clock to go to the bathroom, where I was consistently waking up like at 11:30, 12, then at 2, then at 4, I'm making it all the way till around 3 to go to the bathroom, and then at 5 I'm all done. I wake up, and that's when all my crap starts. I start getting anxious feeling, and I got up this morning. Got up to go to the bathroom at 5 this morning, and I felt so off balance. You feel like you're staggering, and I got on the toilet and I almost had to grab a hold of something. I felt like I was going to fall off the toilet. I was so off balance this morning, which brings on anxiety. And so then I get back in bed and I'm like, I should be used to it. I don't know why I'm not used to it. I'm going to try to catch up on all you. I haven't watched any of your vlogs. I have no idea what's going on with any of you except for Julie. Julie and I keep in touch every single day via instant message. But other than that, I don't know what's going on with any of you. I'm sorry. So I'll try my best to catch up on some vlogs this morning after I get back from my walk. Weather here is muggy, hot, but cloudy. We had rain off and on all day yesterday, which made it even muggier today. I mean, it's rains in the forecast for the next 10 days. Chance of rain. Right now, it's so gray. Very gray skies, very muggy. The air is very thick. Can't even use the pool. Can't even go sit out at the pool. Okay. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. I'm back. Took my 3-mile walk. This doesn't happen often, but my right hip started aching so bad that I almost thought I was going to have to sit down and rest, which I've never, ever done. In all the years I've ever walked my 3-mile walk, never have I stopped and rested. Never, ever. For any reason, as dizzy as I am, as crazy as I get, as sick, my stomach could be churning, just push through. I just keep going. That's what I do. When I say I push, I push. I don't say it and not do it. I push. And my right hip I was literally pressing in it as I'm walking, thinking, oh gosh, are you going to have to stop? And I'm like, no, I'm not. Well, you better. No, I won't. Well, maybe you're going to have to. Oh, to heck I will. I made it. And now it doesn't hurt at all. Doesn't hurt at all. The air is so thick. I describe it like gravy out there. It feels like hot gravy out there. The humidity is 80. What did the forecaster say? 81% right now. And that was before noon. I don't know what it is now because it's way after noon now. It's worthless. I mean, and if it was sunny and humid, I'd be outside in the pool. But it's not even sunny. It's just gray. Excuse me, gray skies. Sorry, excuse me again. So, let me pick my teeth while I'm talking to you. So I just want to let you know that I got through the walk. I mean, I'm here. It wasn't bad. It wasn't good. It was just my walk, and I got through it with I don't know what that pain was in my right hip, but man, it was hurting, which is unusual for me. I mean, my body aches. I have body aches all over. I mean, that's why I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia years ago because, my knees, my shoulders, and my neck, and my back, and everything just, and my toes, the joints in my feet kill. I have bad feet apparently now. So, but this hip ache while I was walking was making it really difficult to walk. But I did it. I'm almost 60, and I did it. I got to be proud of myself. I am almost 60, and by golly, I am out there doing it. Don't know how. Don't know why. It's like the little bear. Can't go over the hill. Can't go under it. Gotta go through it. Oh, while I'm thinking of it, because this has been on my mind for a while with the dizziness and the off balance and all the crap that I go through. I've taken meclizine way back years ago. Was prescribed it when I had benign positional vertigo. No, there's BPPV. Can't think right now. But benign positional vertigo. They gave me a meclizine because that was ear related. I've seen many, actually I've seen 4, otoneurologist, ENT, neurologist, 2 ENTs, 2 otoneurologists, different, all, and and 2 neurologists. They all, every one of them said no meclizine. I know some of you take meclizine. It doesn't help you. I mean, I'm sorry. You can pipe in and say, you're incorrect, Lainey. It has helped me. But when I watch your videos and you say I've taken meclizine, it doesn't do anything other than make you tired. And I remember, it would knock me out. But they all said no. And one doctor literally said, no, I don't even prescribe meclizine anymore. because it really, unless you got motion sickness on, on a cruise, meclazine's going to do nothing for you. Just want to put that out there because I have questioned recently, hearing all of you, I took meclazine, I'm taking meclazine, I'm taking meclazine. I'm like, maybe I should try it. And then I'm like, no, I'm not seeing it that you're saying I took it and whoa, my head settled right down and I wasn't dizzy at all and I felt great and my head cleared. See, because it's not inner ear for us. It's in our brain. Our brains are causing this. The meclazine is not touching it. We need something for our brains, not our ears. We may have some issues along with it, with our ears. I certainly do. I have tinnitus. I have to get my ears cleaned out because the wax in my ears does not come out. They get all plugged. I get all sorts of problems. But anyway, I've been cleared by many doctors that my ears are not causing this constant, every single day dizziness, off balanced, maldebarkment. Meclazine won't touch it. Klonopin does. That's the weird thing because that gets your vestibular system and your brain to cool off. Just want to mention that because it came to my mind and I'm like, if I don't say something right now, I'll forget. Waiting for my 2 grandsons, the younger ones, Preston and Wesley, to get dropped off while my daughter gets her hair done. Thought I'd pop in. This might be the last hurrah for today. My mother called a little while ago. Guess she couldn't figure out to press my name, so the aide was in the room with her but stepped out as soon as I answered, because she was taking all her pictures off the wall and taking all her things off her dresser and putting them on her bed because she's moving. So it started over again. I could tell by the tone of the conversation that there was no way I was going to calm her down and get her to stop with that looping on the phone. And I'm not driving over there. I'm not doing that anymore. So I told her I have to go. Get up, walk out your room, go find an aide, and the aide can assist you. But I can't talk about this on the phone right now. I'm sorry. If you take all your pictures off the walls, which ones she can, some of them she can't, I said, I want you to know they're going to go under your bed and stay there. I'm not going to put them back up. So you have a choice, leave them on the wall or take them down. But when they come down, they're staying down because I'm not going to do this over and over again. She was just very agitated, very upset, started getting really mean and angry and, abusive to me. And that's when I said, I got to go. I can't stay on the phone with you. I'll talk to you later. Goodbye. She called me right back and I didn't answer. And she said, I have one question. What did I ever do to deserve this? And that's sad because she thinks I'm punishing her. She thinks this is a punishment. She doesn't understand. But the administrator told me on the first day when I said about hooking up the phone and making sure she could have it sitting near her chair, and she's looking at me like I'm crazy, like why do I want to have a phone at all? And she goes, I'm like, what's the problem? She goes, well, most families don't have phones in their loved ones' rooms. She goes, I've been here 26 years. I just moved my uncle in here last week. He doesn't have a phone. And I'm like, really? And she goes, you don't want them to have a phone. First of all, they're not relaying any information to you that is correct. They're just going to keep bothering you. If you want to know what's going on, you call the desk and one of the aides or the nurse will talk to you. If you want to actually speak to your loved one, you call the main desk and we'll bring them to the main phone and you can actually say hello. But most of the residents do not have phones in the room, and this is why. Because I'm going to still get these phone calls because she can still call me. So what I'm going to do, if this happens again, and it will, it's going to happen again, I'm going to go, when I go again, I'm probably not going to get over there today because I got the grandsons and it's after 4. By the time they get picked up, it will be after 6:30. I'm not driving across town. But anyways, when I go over tomorrow, whenever, I'm going to deprogram my phone. My phone number is programmed into her phone that I've told you in the past. She just has to press my name. I keep looking. I'm waiting for them to pull in so I can get them. So I'm just going to deprogram all the phone numbers in that phone. So all she can get is phone calls into the room. She can pick it up and punch all the numbers she wants all day long. And I may end up just taking the phone out. I may get to the point that it's like, you're right. You've worked here 26 years. You know what you're talking about. You've done this. You've seen it. Having a phone in their room is counterproductive. If she has no phone, she can't be concentrating and obsessing about calling me and carrying on with me. So I gotta chase after a 3-year-old and a is he 20 months old? 20-month-old. Yeah. Sick as a what? Sick as, what's something that's really sick? Pile of crap. That's what's sick. Sick as a pile of crap, and I'm going to be chasing after a 3-year-old and a 20-month-old for another couple hours. I think she's just getting a haircut, but she might be getting her hair colored too. So it'll be even longer. Yay! I love my grandbabies. I do, but the 2 younger ones I don't take very often, especially together, because I don't really have it in me. So I don't know where she is. She's late. So I might check in with you guys later. I might not. If not, sayonara. God bless. Lord willing, we'll be back at this at another time. Otherwise, I'll talk to you later. Okay, I'm signing off. I'm just going to say quick. I had the kids from 4:30 until 7:30. Took them for a walk, fed them, played with them outside, bubbles, colored, everything, and I'm wiped out. I mean, it's another day of being just constant, but guess my daughter's planning on coming over here with the 2 of them tomorrow again, so we can take them to the park or something, just so, something to do. I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. I'm going to get in my jammies now and turn the TV on and just hang out now. So that's my day. I will say right now, I feel perfectly normal. I'm achy, I'm tired, but the natural tired and achy that anyone would feel. But I'm not, my head's not weirded out. I'm not off balanced. I'm not in excruciating pain. So, LDN? I think it's this. I don't know what else to say. God bless. Until we meet again.